Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about, I got a Ninja 400 2019, and I'm going to talk about some of the things I'm going to do to it. I did some things to it already. So one of the most important things is that everybody should get is a phone mount for your bike. And I tried a couple of different ones, but the one that have worked the best that I seen was this right here. Was the Rockform. So this is the perch mount that goes onto your brake lever or your master cylinder. So here it is installed right here, and it basically, you take out those two bolts on your old one. It gives you spacers and two longer bolts, and then you put this back on there. So this is tight. This thing ain't going nowhere. And this is the mount where the phone mounts onto. There's another one that's called the Ram mount that goes right here. I tried it, and man, the thing is loose. It flops around. The only problem with that is they have you try to glue it plastic to metal right here, and you can never really glue plastic and metal. And no matter, I seen two or three different people with that on, and it's still flopping around everywhere. So that's the one that I used. So you have to buy the perch mount, which is this right here that mounts to. It comes with a mount, and it comes with this bracket, spacers, and the bolts. Then you also have to buy the phone case itself as well, which is this one right here. The Rockform phone case. It comes for every phone, so I bought this one for my iPhone. This is what it looks like right here on the iPhone. It has a little magnet right here, which is really cool. Tell you the truth, that I use it a lot. So sometimes, I mean, it's magnetic, so anything metal, it's gonna stick to. I had to put it on a door the other day like this. It was a metal cabinet, and I was talking to my friend as I was working, and I was FaceTiming him, showing him, the inventory. So it was really easy for me to, sometimes you could just, mount it on anything. The other day I was looking on putting on some other parts right here, and I was just working on my bike, and I just put it right here, and as I was watching the video on how to do it, I'm working, this thing is just, right there, so it works really good. Let me show you how it goes on the mount right here. So this is the mount with the case already on it. So basically it just goes up like this and down. So now it's locked into place. This is locked into place. This ain't going nowhere. I took this bike full speed, and this thing, you can't video anything with it. It locks in the back. I mean, you could video. I did. I mean, it's just shaky, but it locks into place, as you can see. You can go up, it'll unlock, but if you put it down, it locks. So once it's down, and the magnet is touching with the magnet, so the magnet's holding it, and that clip is holding it as well. You could also do it like this. What's so cool about this is you can mount your phone however you want. You could mount it like this too as well. So, and it's still not going nowhere. But I think this way, with the magnet and that thing in place, it's even tight. It hasn't even came loose or anything, and I tried it at a lot of different speeds. So that's about the Rockform, the Rockform phone holder for your phone. It's really important because, trust me, you have it in your pocket. It's a pain in the butt. I also put a USB charger. As you can see, it's right there. They have videos on this on YouTube, so that's how I seen it. The USB charger goes right there. I don't want to show you on the video on how I installed it. Those are the wirings. We see those two little white tabs down there where my finger is right there. That's the wiring. So I have it tucked in as much as I can. I'm going to just add one more zip tie and just push it back behind that plastic molding, and you won't see it no more. I wired it all the way up to here. This is the wire I used. Oh, look. I don't know why I put it through there. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. This is the wire I used right here. What's so cool about it is it has a light, so once you turn it on, that light turns on right there. So as I'm gonna put my phone, connect my phone. Connect my phone, the phone connects right there. It's charging. The cool thing is this has this little light, and I like the 90 degrees connectors because this one kind of sticks out this way, and the wire goes, so this 90 degrees, it works better, and I use the 90 degrees down there as well. It's a 90-degree connector, and then I tucked it in with all the rest of the wiring. I ran it up right here along the brake line. So that's how that works. I don't want to make you a video how I did it, but on the video it says you don't have to take off the fairings or the plastic. I was going to do it anyways because I'm putting the Shogun slider kits on it. I'll make another video after I did it on how hard it was, but this wasn't that bad. This right here is, I got this on eBay for like, I think like 15 bucks. It tells you like the voltage on the bike. And it has 2 connection ports. I got the green one because it matches the bike, so they have different color ones. And it's a metal. The frame of it's metal, so if it gets hot, you know. So this bike actually comes pre-wired with this. If there's YouTube links on this, you just take this piece off right here. There's a relay kit that you would have to purchase from Kawasaki, which I bought. This is the relay kit. This is the number. You could get all this on Amazon. The tools, basically, you know what? That thing went in there so tight. I used a little dribble, the little dribble saw, or what do you call it? This little thing right here. I kind of sanded the hole a little bit bigger and screwed that in really tight. I mean, if you were trying to turn that with your hand and screw it in by hand, unless you got it a little bit bigger, good luck. So you can buy that at Harbor Freight for like $9. That's what I bought this for. The other tools you're gonna always need is a set of these hex handle sockets. These are coming really handy. You might want to buy the one that has the little hex right here too, because you know, sometimes there's just some spaces that you have to do that with. But you could buy that. That's like, I don't know, like 15 bucks or something, less than 15 bucks, or between $10 and $15, I want to say, at Harbor Freight. You don't need nothing fancy. You need just a general socket set like that. You want to make sure you get a magnetic tray. Just look at, just for taking off the fairings on this bike, these pieces right here, and with the bottom part, it took all these nuts and screws, and you have to know how you took it off. So I kind of marked some of them, just that had like certain washers and spacers on them, but the rest of them are pretty much, I know where they come off of. But it's good to have one of these to take off all your parts, so that way you don't lose it. These little clips are on some of the parts. It's weird because most of the other ones you pull out a tab for it to loosen. This one you push down in the middle, so it's really easy. If you try to pull it out, you'll be there all day. But then I watched a video, and then all he does is just push it just slightly in the middle, and it pops off. So you can reuse all of those. Also, when you're putting that USB thing charger, you want to get these bullet connectors. They sell them at AutoZone. You have to get the male and female, so they sell them separately. That's the weird thing. They don't sell a package with them, one, you know, like a couple of males and a couple of females, but it was like $8. So when you get that socket, it's not going to come with no male or female butt connectors. It's going to come with these other little fisheye connectors, I think. So you have to buy a pack of this, and make sure you get the waterproof ones. That way you could heat up the ends of these, and then it'll go really good on the wire. And then I tape them up as well. I don't want to show you how there's 2 or 3 videos on how to do that on YouTube, but yeah, it works really well for the bike. The bike is pretty much set up to do that, and that's that. That's the phone mount. You might look at a weird angle right now because the bike is leaning and the steering wheel is turned, but once you sit on the bike and the bike is straight, it's pretty much straight. So next we're going to be putting on the Shogun frame sliders. That's why I basically took off all this to put these on. So, but I also wanted to wire that in because you have to have some little ass hands to do that. There's a couple of videos and they do it, and I don't know, man. That guy must have some small hands because I had to go underneath there all over, and it was hard. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't hard, but it was kind of like there's no space in there. But there that is, and the next after that we'll be putting on the fender eliminator, a new windscreen, and we're gonna put green green, like I would say a lens film on the headlights, so the headlights look green, like Kawasaki green. And I'll give you more updates. But so far, it's been a great bike. I'm almost at 2,000 miles. I already did the first oil change. I still like it. It's great. Easy to ride. Leave some. If you have any questions or anything, just leave the questions. I'll answer them for you later.